Okay. One, two, one, two. Oh, there we go. Oh man. So much is new. So much is new. All right, cool. So, hardware, laptop, keyboard layout, OBS, um, configuration, uh, headphones. So they may not, that might not be included. The microphone, relatively new. Anyway, like almost everything is new or different somehow. So I'm having to adjust. So let's get this up here. I don't have, I used to use a second computer to monitor the stream to do sound checks. And that's gone. So like, yeah, just about everything's different. All right, cool. Let's pop over. Here we are. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let's see here. Let's pop over. Here we are. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six. All right. Good news is volume levels seem to be correct. Bad news is my audio seems to sound dog shit. So part of the reason I am, Jesus. Good grief. Anyway, part of the reason I'm doing this is to figure out how to do this again. So I kind of had it down before. Content wasn't the greatest. Still won't be any better, guarantee. But at least knew how to make everything work to put something together. So now I actually feel kind of almost hamstrung. Losing the second computer. I don't know, just everything being different. It feels a lot more awkward. So on the plus side, it's a slightly newer version of OBS, and I learned how to do like the different scenes, so I can do. Yeah, cool. Still not good at it, but getting there. Well, I'm learning. Anyway, I figured I would spend an hour or so and maybe build something. Just as a sort of practice run. So, I like to build vector thrust stuff. So I was thinking I would build a vector thrust thing today. And I built the other day, I built something which is actually the first time in, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, like forever, of building anything. Of even really playing the game beyond more than turning it on to check something, check a file or a behavior or a block or something. But anyway, I built this, and I was thinking, when I built it, I was like, you know, like, I want to go with like the barge kind of configuration, right? Where you get the cockpit in the back, and then like the low front that carries your whatever your payload is, and then have the vector thrust on the side. And I was curious if anything interesting would come out of that. And I do think this is kind of cool looking. I don't know that it's my favorite, but I definitely think it's interesting. And for that, I'm happy with how it turned out. It's definitely not going to be the best combat vessel because you have this big exposed thruster right here, and there's not a lot of armor on it, but I still think it's kind of cool. Might be some sort of like raider or something. You know, like desert raider or something. I don't know. Um, get in, get in. Come on, get in. But I thought that was kind of cool. So I shared an image of it on my Discord, and one of my more uh, active members had made the comment that they'd never thought of using a barge configuration with a vector thrust before. And they're like, yeah, I think I'm going to do something interesting with that. And even though I had just done it, and that's what had started the conversation, I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? Other than this little experiment here, I hadn't really put any more thought into it either. It was just, I was just kind of looking for something different. The last couple of designs that I've had kind of all felt very similar. So I went this way. But it was more of like, okay, I did it. It's interesting. Move on. What's next? And just that comment alone made me think, you know, maybe there's more to dig into. You know, or maybe there's another design or something that might be interesting in here. So, oops. So I thought I would play around. And one thing that occurred to me was maybe the idea of making a barge style vector thrust utility vehicle whose purpose is cargo carrying, basically like a barge style pickup, kind of. Yeah. So for hauling like physical cargo, not just something with cargo containers in it. Although the design that I'm thinking of, kind of what the basics, that concept I have in mind, I think it will be easily modified to include either a large cargo container or possibly the new modular cargo container, which is that is a pretty slick block. So that's what's on my mind. Give you an idea. Give me an idea. One thing that has changed is, so on a laptop, you don't normally have access to all of the keys that are used for rotating blocks and blueprints. Because like half the time you have to hold like a shift or a function key down to get those, what would be those functions, like home and page up, page down, that kind of stuff. And on any given laptop keyboard, there generally seems to be between 2 and 4 that you can get just like normally. So that's why, like in all my previous videos, when I would build things, I only ever rotated blocks in 2 directions, right? Because those are the only directions I could actually do on the keyboard that I have. Well, this laptop is different, and so I'm still learning what those directions are. Like I see I have rotate forward and backward, or however you want to phrase it. This is like if it's rolling away from me, and then this is rolling towards me, and then this one's lateral, and then actually I have these two. So these are a roll. Okay. See, that's weird. So this is like, this is, if my point of view was an aircraft, then this would be yaw, because I'm rotating about the vertical axis. This would be pitching down because I'm tilting the end that is in front of me downward. This would be pitching up. This would be rolling to the left, And then this one is yaw to the left. So that's weird. So they're split up. So that's another thing, is like the keys aren't always like right next to each other, moving in opposite directions. This keyboard's actually not so bad. It's just that I'm not used to it. My previous keyboard, like there were 3 keys at the top and 3, like 2 or 3 at the bottom. It wasn't all 6, so maybe it was 2 and 2, but it was like, and it wasn't like, oh, these 2 go this way and that way, and these 2 go this way and that way, or anything. It was like this one and this one are opposites, and then this one and this one are opposites, and this one. It was anyway. That's why I always only used the 2 rotational directions. And those are not the same. I don't remember what directions they were, but it's not, the muscle memory's not working for me, is what it comes down to. So I'm having to sort of refigure out how to rotate things. So you're going to see a lot of that fumbling around. So let's see. I want to pull out some of the things I've built recently. What is going on with that nonsense? I wonder if that's projector shenanigans. Yeah, projector's on. That's what it is. Alright. Go ahead and turn that off. There we go.
Fuel critical.
So you can see kind of what I'm talking about. They have a lot of similarities. Like, I guess body design wise, they're not really the same. But, and maybe this is a cherry picked example, because they both have the large assault guns. Same cab. I don't know. Let's see what else there is. Whoa. Boop. Alright, that one. Alright. Nope. Doggone it, I hate this. Nope. Jesus. Even that muscle memory is gone. That's what happens when you don't play for so long. This one. There we go. Hey, that was cool. Alright. So we got this one. Alright, now this was pretty different, right? More of a pointy nose. Actually, this one also uses the same cab. Got a pretty cool video of this one diving over the side of a snowy mountain. So yeah, so that one's different. Let's see. Let's see this one. This is a variant. I've got about 6. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Wow, I can't believe it. It's embarrassing. So, I don't have any videos of this one specifically, but this is a variant. Oh, there it goes. Oh, alright, let's get in here. Let's turn everything on. There we go. Ground. Make a pile. There we go. This looks pretty, yeah, that's pretty good. So I don't have any videos of this one specifically, but this is a variant of one that I do have too many videos of, and it's the original version's light tan, and you can't tell in the videos, but the original version does not have seats. It's got turrets, salt turret, autocannon turrets, one on each side. So, but mostly in the video you see it from this perspective. So, anyway, Yeah, let's see what else. This is it. This is the one. It's basically the same thing. See, it's two autocannons. Boop. Let's see. So one thing I have done to try and get creative is is I have been experimenting with different engine configurations and then different cockpits. So most of these I built obviously right after the update that had the cockpit, which is why I'm using it. Yeah, it's little. I want to call it like a little guppy looking thing, but I don't know shit about fish, so for all I know, it's not really, it doesn't really look like a guppy. What I do know is that when I see things, spaceships and stuff that are named things like guppy, they tend to sort of look like that. So all right, what else? What else? All right, this bad boy. I don't think I have any videos of this one. This one's cool. I like this. So here I've moved the guns behind. We've obviously got massive nacelles, side by side fighter cockpit. Yeah, this one's very different. But there are a lot of similar elements to these guys. I mean, I guess that's kind of inevitable. Like all airplanes to some degree have a lot of similarities, right? Because there's certain things you have to have in order for a thing to fly, right? So that's going to be true here as well. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I think this was actually a variation on that one. Yeah, experimenting with the dual cockpit design. Alright. I don't have any videos of that one either. I didn't know I had more machines to play with. That's cool. So anyway, right now I'm just kind of going through looking to see what I've done to sort of get some creative inspiration. Oh man, I forgot I've already done one other since the Contact update came out. I totally forgot about that. That's pretty cool. I've discovered I really like these truss. Yeah, truss pillars. I like using those for landing gear. They look cool. All right, what else? That one, that's the one I started with. This is the one, Mark 1, Mark 2. This is the one from the standby screen. I really, really like this one. Especially from the back. I think it's just got really nice lines. And you don't really realize how much is in front of what you can see. Like in my mind, when I look at it, I look at that video and I see it flying, I kind of imagine these thrusters here are pretty far forward. Like basically everything from here and forward isn't here. It's a slightly smaller ship, but maybe I'll figure out a way to make a version like that. But yeah, believe the back seat is the pilot. Yep. Yeah. Whoops. Whoops. All right. Now, for performance reasons, I have voxel damage turned off. This is just a construction world, but I don't have all damage turned off, so I can still damage blocks by shooting them or running into things.
Fuel
So
critical.
let's see what else. I think that's the bulk of it. There are a few others. I don't think I put that one out. Did I? No, I did not. Okay. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, right. This one turned out pretty well, I think. It's pretty bulky, but I'm okay with that. Like, I don't have a particular preference, bulky versus thin. I like both styles. What I don't like is if all of my designs are bulky or all of my designs are thin. Oh, that guy. Oh, there he goes. So this one turning out bulky was just fine. Okay. So I think let's see, that is a very old one. These are variants. These are large grid and they're variants, kind of all in the same thing. And then these are published. Okay, so that's basically everything. Basically, there may be, yeah, there are others. But the bulk of them are FAV. So FAV is fighter, aircraft, vector thrust. Since Keen doesn't have folders, wait, what is this shit? Ah, I see. Okay. Is that new? I just never noticed it. Well, since there are no folders in here, there's no kind of good way to sort all this. Very early on, or at least there, I don't even know if this existed back in the day, but when I started playing, I either didn't notice that or didn't exist at all. There are no folders in here. There's no real good way to move things around. So I just came up with a nomenclature system to categorize things. So if I'm looking for like a cargo aircraft, I know it's going to start with CA. It does get some things that aren't. But for example, if I want a vector thrust, CAV, the letters will always be in the same order, you know. And yeah, it does get some things that don't fit, but that's okay. Like if I want a 8x8 vehicle, right? With size 3 tires, what is it? Size, small grid, tires, small grid, size 3, right? So then here, size 5. And then there's a little bit extra stuff sometimes, depending on what else is in the vehicle. Ships with jump drives, like for example, if I want a cargo aircraft, hydrogen powered with jump drive, there we go. Yeah, and it's got 3 jump drives in it. So it's not a perfect system, but I wrote it down, and I've been using it almost since day 1, and it generally works pretty well. Alright, so It's a cool little thing. Jeez. I only made this the other day. I know that because it's using, obviously, the contact cockpit. So it can't be that old. But I had completely forgotten I made this. And I'm pretty sure I even posted a picture on my Discord. Oh, man. Alright, cool. Cool. Oops. There we go. Alright. Cool. Alright, let's get back. Delete all that other stuff. And get building. I don't know where they are. Oh, there they are. Boom!
Critical.
I love it. One, two, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Goodbye. Junk. Yeah, that's fine. Junk. Move. That's fine. What is this crap? Oh, these fucking things. I forgot I turned them on. Loading objects. All right. And in addition to everything else that's changed, Keen in the contacts update has also changed the block categories and the blocks that are in the block categories. So I used to have all this memorized. I hate seeing this UI when I'm watching a stream. It just gets in the way. And even when I'm just playing, like, I don't like having all that garbage on the screen. It's great for building, but yeah, I like to see it most of the time. So I had memorized all of the blocks, the groups, where I put them, blah, blah, blah. And now some of that's changed, so there's going to be a little bit of rearrangement as I go along. So that's all the cargo. Conveyors. Alright, so that's good stuff. This... Alright, that can go. This used to have more in it, which is the only reason it's there. I suspect this used to have a survival kit and medical unit. Oh, those are separate now? All that's... Oh, Jesus. That is stupid. I've heard some people complain about the new groups. I haven't used them a whole lot. Like I said, I built the 1 or 2 other vehicles. So I think I've spent all of 2 hours in the game since the update. I can see, at least immediately, some of the complaints, but it's just different. I do disagree with this. Or did this used to be, did the survival kit used to be as part of the assembler group? I think that's what it used to be. So I guess they pulled it out of that And now it's just standalone. Hello, Lulu. Oh, sweetie. There's something. Did she bug you? All right, well, I think I'll leave that empty for now. This was... Here we go. My air vents, my air producers, and my air storage. So assembler is not... Oh, that's not an assembler. That is... it's still the only thing there. Okay, fine. Tanks. All right, that's cool. So these are still armor. Yeah. All right, this is production. Refining. I wish the refinery group included the upgrade modules. I assume they didn't. That wasn't done because the upgrade modules can also be added to assemblers. So I understand that. But now that there are more groups, I do think they should be combined. As a matter of fact, I think refineries and assembler and modules should all be combined. That would be good. This bad boy is here again. Okay, but this time I think this is where it should have been assemblers. Yeah, I think the survival kit used to be in the assembler group. All right. Heat vent. Let's get rid of that. Sauce pipes. Those are just decoration. And then we have passages. So many passages. I love it. Love it. Railings. I think railings and catwalk should be in the same group as well. They're used for the same purpose. Considering all but two catwalk have railings, yeah, I would say they're kind of, there's a lot of overlap in what they do, so I feel like they could fit together in one category, and that would be pretty intuitive. All right, ladders. Stairs. There are 5 stairs and 1 ramp, and they chose the ramp as the icon for it. Disagree. Did the hydrogen engines used to be with the small reactors? Can't remember. I feel like they were. Yeah. I think they were. I don't like that either. I can appreciate the perspective where it's like, oh, these things, you know, you got 3 things that are one thing and 1 thing that is not the same. So take it out of the group. But at a slightly higher level, they are all the same. And it made it, like, I mean, they're power producers, they're power plants, right? So they take fuel, create power. Yeah, I don't agree with that either. I didn't expect to disagree with so many of the decisions here. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't expect that, considering the game's history. That's not one of theirs. That's a mod. That replaces theirs. All right. And kitchen parts for small grids only. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I know people like to build small grid. I understand that. and that people who build small grid want things like kitchens. I get that, but I feel like most people who want a kitchen are building in large grid. Like, yes, there are use cases for kitchens on small grids, right? There are use cases, but I feel like they are less common by a significant amount than the use cases for a kitchen on large grid. You know, the only time you're going to want a kitchen, okay, the most obvious use case for a kitchen on a small grid is you are building a small grid RV trailer, and you want to put a kitchen in it, or you are you are using small grid blocks to build a somewhat largish vessel or ship or whatever, and you're building out the interior and you want it to have a kitchen. And I'm kind of the like, I get it, that's a valid use case, but I am of the opinion that how do I put this? Like, that's not what small grid was designed for. Small grid was designed for small ships, right? So, and I feel like if you're at the point where you're building out an interior and a kitchen is a consideration for that interior, then
Fuel critical.
I think you're kind of building too large a small grid. Now, I know just that statement alone is it's going to be controversial. Lots of people like to build big small grid stuff. You know, whatever. It's cool. Um, I get that. I respect that. But I feel like as much as people like to do that, it is still an edge case. I still feel, based on what I've seen of like blueprints and the way that people play, streams, just on everything, most of the time, when you want to put a kitchen in something, it's a large grid thing because you don't start worrying about kitchens until you have a lot of space and you want to fill it up. So, you know, whether it's like a base or a large rover or a large ship. So I think, like, if you're gonna put like making the kitchen blocks available on both would have been great. But if you're just gonna pick one, I think choosing small grid only is a very, I think it's a bad choice. As simple as that. I don't know why you would do that. More people will want to use them on large grid than people will want to use them on small grid. Um, so I don't know what that. I think what they were thinking is, hey, small grid people would like this. We should give it to them, which 100% I agree. Um, but if that's the route they were going to go, then I would have said put it in both because more people wanted it large grid. Anyway, what else? So we got artificial mass, jump drive. Nothing is mixed in with jump drives. All right, those two are always separate. That's fine. Oh, it never registered with me that these are just numbered. I wrote a mod because these are normally numbered. I wrote a mod that specifically changed the default names because the numbers, if you have more than one, then you get like shelf 1 space 1, shelf 1 space 2, and then if you hit like reset name, it goes back to shelf 1. I don't like that. And shelf, like if I'm like, oh, I want the shelf that has the gravity components on it. Which one is it? Fuck, I don't know. These icons are too small to tell. Oh yeah, I guess I can look down here. Um, but if I'm not in this menu, I don't know. I'm gonna. Oops, wrong one. Do that. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's on the right there. Yeah. I mean, I guess my argument isn't that it's impossible to know. It's just I don't I just don't like it. I don't think it's I don't think it's a good user experience. Right? I don't tend to look at the component list, right? Especially when I'm building, if I'm designing, I'm going to look at the block that I see. I'm going to look at the name if I know what I want. I don't know. Man, I just don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't know that I have. That just may come down to opinion, right? I think not using. I'm a programmer, so names are important to me, and I think storage shelf 1, storage shelf 2, storage shelf 3 are shit names. Um, access panel terminal tells you exactly. Oh, if you open this one, there's a terminal inside of it, as opposed to access panel 1 or whatever number it was. It's like this one, access panel danger. There's nothing in it. It just has a danger sticker on it. Access panel button. There's a button inside it. Access panel conveyor. It's conveyor size and has a door. Like it's you gotta know, but at least once you know, there's a mnemonic to trick. Like I know which one this is. Like if I just look at the 3Ds, I'm not gonna know which one has a fucking button inside it. And I feel like it's the same here. Just looking at these, I don't know. I guess the difference is here, like the components won't tell you which one has a button, right? Nice. Just ranting. This is really cool. I like this desk. Why can I not see it? Racks. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. I thought that was the captain's desk. Okay, that's the Sims. All right, let's go back to
Fuel critical.
Yep, there it is. All right, captain's desk. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that one. These console modules are pretty badass too. Those weren't even in this update. They were the previous update. Oh, see, look, console modules, buttons, console module LCD tells you what's in it. Brilliant. I love it. That is exactly what I want all the things to be like. All right, lab equipment. I don't need that. Let's see. 9 doesn't have. This is my workspace. This is where I just drop things in here when I know when I think they aren't anywhere else. Sometimes I'll drop something in, like there was a light in here just now, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's over here too. Although I've been tinkering with this, so I know that these aren't normally there. What's that? This is the battery. There we go. Chunk drives, artificial mass. Oh. Oh, right. The Factorum blocks are a separate group altogether. Contact. That's not it. Do. I don't even know what they use for an icon. Presumably one of the Factorum blocks is the icon. Don't imagine the group would be hidden. That would be pretty crummy. This should be in with the programmable block group. This should be in with the tools group. I know it's used completely different, but put it with the welder. Alright, get some cool cargo. I really like this one. Please tell me it's in there. Yes, it is. Sweet. Okay, cool. Let's go back to the launch grid. They have a lot of one-off blocks that are pretty cool, like this heat vent, exhaust pipe, target dummy. There's that statue, wherever it is. Oh, there they are. Okay. I think those should all be in a single group as well. There's not many of them. I said there's a lot, and then I said there's not many. I mean, there's more than one or two, But it's a good group. It would be good to have them grouped together. Uh, they do, you know, kind of every now and then they'll add one more like random interesting block, and they're great. They're really cool. But space is getting precious down here, so I should just put them together in a single group. Target dummy. Back to this numbering shit. And here, I believe, let's see. Yeah, they're in different poses. So the icons don't even show you what they are. God, it's annoying. It's one of those things where it's annoying, but then when I try and say, look, this is why it's annoying. This is the use case. I can't seem to articulate it. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like when I go to say like, look, it's annoying because of this, and then I immediately go, oh, but this over here will solve that. I'm not sure why that doesn't solve the problem for me in the times when I find it annoying. So I'm wondering if the annoying cases aren't what I think they are. But I know it's annoying. Okay, and all the button panels. I love button panels, man. These things are awesome. Store, cool. Safe zone. That used to be with this, I believe. Right? Yeah, they should keep those together. There's no reason to split them apart. Well, I mean, yeah, they're different, but these blocks that are like, here are two blocks that are completely unique, and
Fuel critical.
we are unlikely to have any more things enter this group. I feel like. I think what it comes down to is I don't like one-off blocks, and I don't like groups with only two things in them. You know, I feel like that is a poor organization. Artificial mass and gravity generators should be together. You know, jump drives, safe zones, they should be together. Again, it goes back to programming. You know, if you write a class and there's only one method in it, it's not. That's a red flag, right? It might be okay. It might be a very good reason for doing it, but that is a red flag to look at what you did and double check and say like, is this really the best way to handle this? Because generally it's not, right? I know I'm sure there's exceptions, but it is a red flag in the very little, not literal, in the sense of this is something that you've done that you should take a second look at. It doesn't mean it's automatically wrong. Like a lot of people think red flag means, oh, it's automatically bad. In many contexts, that is what it means. But in programming, or in the context I'm using it, I say, oh, it's a red flag. It means it's a flag to double check what you've done and ask yourself, is this really the best way I want to do it? And yeah. So when I see these like blocks, it's like, oh, it's just one like this. Why isn't this with like the other control seats? Or it used to be with the cameras. Where are the cameras? See, that was a terrible decision. You split the RC block out from the cameras. What does that gain you? That's stupid. Most of the time, these things are going to be, okay, I won't say most of the time, but I think in vanilla, with no mods, if you use an RC block, you are almost certainly going to want to use a camera at some point. Like, the probability is high you're going to want to use a camera on that same build. So to separate it out, this is dumb. Like, it wouldn't have hurt. This, again, it's a 2-block group. It's terrible. Should have kept them together. And I would write a mod to fix it. Except that's the sort of thing that will get broken every update. And then every update I'll have to fix it. And has a high probability of being incompatible because, like with other mods, causing conflicts or just moving things around, and I don't answer that. So. These guys are cool. I like that. Yeah, it's been a couple updates since I've actually kind of sat down and relaxed and built anything. So I'm just kind of rebuilding the mental model, I guess, of like all the blocks there are, and where they are. Oh, this is the action relay. Yeah, that's a cool looking block. Vent controller. It's neat. It's dead useful. I love it. Aesthetically, it's a bit kind of phoned that one in, didn't I? It's very interesting looking. It's not even good for greebling. I mean, that side is kind of. If you want to make a computer room or something. Anyway, let's go back to. Oh, wait a second. Oh, right. It's just the cameras now. Ah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Fuel
like the grouping.
critical.
The grouping's pretty bad. The grouping is very, very bad. Like change is fine. But it as they continue to add more things, the real estate on the toolbar becomes more precious, more valuable. Um, all of which is cool. So you need to make smarter decisions about how things are grouped, and that's fine, and that can lead to changes, and that's fine. I think the one thing you definitely want to avoid is taking a group of 3 items, splitting it into one unique item and a group of 2 items. When the 3 items do share a kind of like connection as far as like, well, they're usually used together or something like that. It's a bad decision. Bad decision. Decoys and warheads should be together. I mean, why not? These two should be together. Both make oxygen. I don't know whether we use this for hydrogen, but still. Might as well put it. I kind of feel like this is something like it would. We would all benefit, you know. If this was just together. Might as well. Let's see. All right, man. There's so much new stuff now. This is great. Oh yeah, we have these gates. I like these new gates. Yeah, the gate blocks are really really satisfying pieces of work to look at. All right. Do the antenna. Okay, good. They added that. Beacon. Yeah, you know what? Beacon should be in the antenna group. Antenna and beacon Just put them in the same damn group. Alrighty. LCDs. Where are they? Oh, here we go. So we got these guys. Oh, I was just about to, as a matter of fact, that's why I was looking for these to say, here's another example. The LCD panel should be with the LCD corners. And they did. They put them together. So that's great. That's a good thing. This, I like that block. I understand what it's for. It's a motion controller. There's no emotions. I mean, like even within the context of the game, like I just uh, obviously I know there's no emotions in anything but like things that are alive, but like I just the name tells me nothing about what the fuck it's for. And then if you look at it, it's a good looking block. It's pretty cool. I like the side there, this side. That's good, right? That's why I said like the other block. It's like it kind of phoned it in, right? Because this one's at least interesting, even if you aren't using the LCD side. But that's the thing. I don't understand the LCD side. It just seems like an LCD block. I know it's got this, so this just seemed like dedicated LCD screens, you know, like it's an LCD, but more limited. Let me rephrase that. The LCD part is the same, I believe. The emotion controller part is no different than an LCD with an image, right? It's just like they could have replicated this functionality by adding all of these as entries here. And that goes back to a complaint that I had in another video about doing the same thing differently as far as game mechanics go. When I was bitching about let's see if I don't have them out. Yeah. I was bitching about these things actually, right? Because these should be containers, and I've actually got a mod that makes them containers because that's how they should be. So when I build it, it's done being built, and I can put whatever the fuck I want on here, right? Yay. And instead of having to weld it up, and only the things that I weld here in the components list is what I can put on the shelves. That is just the fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard. Anyway, like we have a way to put things inside of things, right? Cargo container, like the inventory system. That's what it's for. Like why they didn't use that for the shelves, I don't know. And I had a rant about that. And the only counter argument anyone's ever said is two. One is, well, it's neat, which to me carries no water. And the other is that, well, when you put things in and the model changes. No. Right, this mod is what changes the model. By default, let's fill this up. There we go. So like by default, like all these things are on the shelf, and the only other counter argument other than it's neat is that, well, if it's a cargo container, you can put things in it that don't match what you see here, which is not a very good argument. Like, I feel like it's like completely put the cart before the horse, you know, like, because it's like the implementation Does not have to have anything to do with what it looks like, you know? If that is a concern, then they could have just put like random cargo shit on here or like boxes, you know, like the barrels, right? Um, I, anyway, so yeah, so I had a rant about that. I'm like, this is basically a second way to store things, and I don't like it because of some of the problems it causes when you try to weld things up. And this down here seems to be in the same vein. Could have as easily added these as textures, the bottom here, and then add, right? However it's done, you can add it and not have to mess with this crap. Um, because it's not doing anything different, right? So, and if they wanted, yeah, I don't know what's gained by it. Um, that would have the added benefit of any LCD being able to be used as a quote emotion controller, you know. And there's a cool looking block in its own stead. You know, they could have just, it's a variant LCD block, like. Anyway. I started out happy and made myself sad. Alright. Let's get that shit out of here. Alright, let's see. Let's pick cockpit. Oh, right. And I started because I wanted to mess with the barge concept and make like a load carrying, like a pickup truck type thingy. Alright. Normally I start with a cockpit, but since I don't really know how that's going to work, probably with the cab cockpit. But I'm going to start with other stuff this time. There we go. And I don't normally do that.
Fuel critical.
There we go. So that's about the amount of space I wanted to have. I think I'm gonna start that. And then I was thinking it would be cool if like the bottom was like, well, on a large grid I would use catwalk to make it so you can see through it like a grate. I don't think. Oh, I know what I can do. I can do, where are those bad boys at? Oh, right, I had a window group that I would just let her through here. I can use these. I don't know if this is going to be too busy or not. Oops. There we go. And then I can put them up here, like so. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. And then if I want to convert it to have a cargo container, I know it'll fit there. I just don't build that top row and whatever else. But yeah, I am kind of digging that. And the I-beams, yeah, there are small grid versions, so that is great. Now I think what I want There we go. Hmm. Let's do this. So, and do like this. Cool. All right, I did not intend or expect this to be so flimsy. Or so wide, actually. Hmm. Where are you? There you are. Ah. Oh God, there we go. All right. Well, it's a start. Problem is, this is now, let's see, 5, 7 wide, 3, 6, 7 deep. I like the proportion without this stuff on the side. Hmm. I'm gonna find. Let's do this way. Yeah, that'll fit. That's not what I want though. No. Actually, I think that's what I want. Oh, no, that's not it either. I'm not sure what piece I'm looking for. There we go. Damn it. Is that it? I don't think that's it either.
Fuel critical.
Shh, working. That's the same piece. Okay.
Energy low.
Hmm. All right. Yeah, that's garbage. Here. Ah. So I wonder if I should extend this forward a little bit. This is not. Yeah. Okay. Let's double check there. All right, 9. Yeah, let's do like that. Something else I was thinking is that this would probably be a, a quad vector thrust. One, two. One, two. Hmm. All right. All right. So I did like having something back here to sort of balance it visually. And I think nope. There we go. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. 7. Do that. So, this one? This one. Alright. So that's a problem. Hmm. It just seems like too much. What if... Yeah, what if it's, like that, and then the ones in the back would have the big ones, right? Maybe that'll work.
Fuel critical. Energy low.
Alright.
Energy critical.
Yep. How would that look? Good or not good? Hmm. It's not a bad start, but what I had in mind is a little different. Alright, so I'm just going to come out here. We've got here, do that. So there's that. You know, so what I had in mind was actually closer to that size, and I did not realize it. All right, cool. We've got that. And we'll put almost never don't start with the cockpit. And I think that is what has derailed me. I'm definitely not used to doing that. You know, I hadn't planned on it. That's kind of neat looking.
No energy.
There we go. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know about that. That's a neat idea. I like it. All right, so we've got that guy. This one kind of works for me as well. Because you got, so on the one hand, you could say like, oh, you've got excellent visibility. You can see all the cargo and all that stuff, right? And then this one, you could say, yes, but here you have like more of a hole between you and the cargo, which would be good for preventing accidents. So, what else do we have to choose from? This guy. And we got this one. Well, that would be like super industrial, but yeah. All right, I think I'll go with that one. That one's working.
Fuel critical.
And I think sitting up that high works well. This stuff was really just to place the cockpit, but I'm gonna leave it for now. I would like a connector in the back to facilitate recharging. The thing is, rear-facing connectors on vector thrust craft are extremely difficult to use. What I would call not difficult. Downward-facing connectors are much easier. All right. And I believe there is, yeah, there is a connector at the bottom there. So I can put a junction. All right, whatever. There we go. Okay. We have plenty of batteries. So I should be able to put what I need on here. I'm gonna go with oops, there and same height. Oh, that one. All right. That's definitely high enough. As a matter of fact, that's higher than it needs to be. So, I lost a control key off the keyboard. Um, as in the new keyboard only has one on the left, and before, um, like you can use like control and then the numbers to change your hotbar at the bottom. So for like hotbars 6 through 9, I'd use my right hand, and now I can't do that. I'm sorry, I'd use my left hand. I just shift my left hand, hit the control with the thumb, and then 6 through 9 with my other fingers. But now that right side control button isn't there,
No energy.
and I cannot comfortably reach across the keyboard with my hand at this angle. Everything, it feels like everything is different. All right, so here you go. Boom. Then here. Okay. Is this? Oh, it's that out. Okay. All right. Boop, boop, boom. 3. All right, I'll put that one there. There. That's right. And that's right.
Fuel critical.
All right. Cool. It would be cool to have a pair of these large ones on the back. But that is overkill. That's not too bad. Hey, thing. Mm-hmm. All right, let's just put like a firewall here. Hmm. No. All right, so all right, so 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, and then it's 9, 2, 4, 5. That's the middle one. That one makes 10. That makes 11. 2, 4, 5, 6. This is the middle one. Do, do, do. How's that look? Yeah, this seems alright. Alright, let's give this a shot. Alright, there we go. And I think actually, like these spots here are prime real estate for landing pad or landing gear.
No energy.
Do like that. Yeah, I think that's good. And then here, how about that? It's kind of cool. I like a shovel. Not sure that's really what I wanted. Now, what I was imagining, this right here did not exist. It was basically that. And then this was somehow cool looking. It's beam blocks. That's the go-to. Always beam block. Wait. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Wow. All right. Oop. And then this side will be...
Fuel critical.
There we go. And... Alright, maybe we'll do... this. Oops. Wonder where that went. Oh, right there. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's put the heavy stuff on. Come on, which one are you? That one. Oh, there we go. Alright. You. There we go. Damn it. Alright. You and you and you. And this might be too much heavy stuff. We'll see. Not weight wise, just aesthetically. It might be too much. We'll see. It's more than likely I'm gonna wanna fill this in. It's not really. Damn it. Cool. And you. Well, it's not going to work because it doesn't fit. There we go. Oop. Sweet. And now technically this could be covered in panels too, but that is definitely more than I want. So what about that? I don't like the triangle that's formed there. What about this? Well, once again, there we go. I, you know, I was about to say I don't like it. I kind of do. I'm going to hold on to it and come back to it later. Continues to bother me. That's that one. Nope. There we go. Yeah, I think, given there's the layers, and then, yeah, it might be all right. Now, one thing I do want to do is change these out for beam blocks. Boop. Boop.
No energy.
So, I hadn't thought about it, but I think that might look too thin and fragile to do like to do like this thin one all the way up. I think it might look a little fragile. What I was envisioning was this guy. And then boop. And that looks tough. That does not look questionable. That looks like, okay, yeah, this thing's been reinforced to manage the thrust or the torque from these bad boys. Okay, that's cool. It's actually a little simpler than what I was thinking. I thought it might come out a little bit. Still might. Oh, you know what? We've got these guys. Maybe that's what I need. Oh,
Fuel critical.
yeah, I think I like that. Boom. All right. Still not quite what I envisioned, but I think that looks all right. Cool. Now over here, what I'm thinking, I think actually I'm going to lead with those. Oh, I can't. Well, not on that side anyway. I can do it there. There we go. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. So on the bottom here, over there we have the beam blocks. Do I want to follow the same pattern or no? One, two. Which looks better? I tend to prefer that smaller piece in general. I think most cases where I have a choice of using these two, usually this little pieces, I think looks better. But in this case, I think even if I get rid of these pieces here, it does match the slope of these pieces down here, but then it also I don't know. I do wish for panels we had a little triangle piece for that. I would put one there, you put one here, Like I could replace that block. I think that would be really nice. Um, yeah. All right. Anyway, guess you know what? I'll have to figure that out right now. Oops. There we go. Oop. Oh my goodness. Oop. Come on. There we go. There we go. Cool. All right. I've got the basics down. We even have lateral stabilizers. That is awesome. I'm going to put this and then kind of think it would be cooler with these. There we go. Oops.
No energy.
Option. I don't know. Let's see. Boop. And then isn't there a thin sloping piece? Pretty sure there is. Yeah, that's it. I want the, yeah, that's what I want. Okay, I want the other side. There we go. Oop. And then there should be, yeah, that's what I want. Wait a second. Okay. There we go. All right, cool. And then maybe, oh yeah, it's fine. Cool.
Fuel
We have landing
critical.
gear. We have a way to dock to recharge. Um, I do think I should put a few because these yeah, I don't know. I just think aesthetically it'll work. Hmm. All right, now the problem with that is they are right next to the ground, which means they are likely to get bumped and damaged. So, they need to be moved up at least one. I think they might be better to be sticking out a little bit. Ow. Mm. Oh, you know what? I Okay, I like the engine positions there. These blocks are awful, but I do like this part. What do we got? Okay. So let's build some winglets that will extend back and connect these engines. I've been planning on using thin winglets, but actually, these might work. Let's see, let's get the opposite one. Oh, there is no opposite. Let's bring this back here. And just for now, I'll make it symmetrical. I'm not going to go with that, but I just want to see how it looks. All right, so we've got
No
that.
energy.
Yeah. All right, so initial thought is not that. And whoops, not that. Oops. All right, put those back on. There we go. Doop, 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 doop. Boop. All right, and then this I think was just here. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and you know, I almost think that mirroring the winglets on the inside here would look good.
Fuel critical.
One, two, and I like to do this. I think this breaks up things really nicely. All right, those are connected. That is connected. So yeah, so I can do like this. So I really like how that breaks things up. So I can do like that. And then maybe either add a third engine here, third thruster, or move the middle one, effectively move it to the side. Oh, I kind of like that. All right. And then what would I put in between? Because it looks kind of odd. Go back to the trusted beam block. I think this goes in between. I'm gonna make a liar out of myself by using the one block. Usually, where most places where I can use both of these, I like the smaller one. That is still true. I do tend to prefer the smaller one. But I'm thinking because like, well, I was thinking because it extends as far back as the actual winglets themselves do, but maybe that needs to be broken up. As a matter of fact, maybe it needs to be really broken up. Like that. And then down here, we can do like that. I kind of wanted something to come across on these guys. So, panel. Oh. Okay, let's see. I can do. Let's. All right, let's angle them forward. There we go. Oh my goodness. All right. Like that? Yes. And then here, we can put this guy. Yes. And oh my goodness. Fuck. All right, there we go. Cool. All right. I like that. Maybe even continue this
No energy.
here. Yeah, like that. What do you think? No, I don't like that. All right. Cool. All right, now let's get the inside here. 6. All right, we can just come down here. This will be easier to reuse the parts. I think. Here. That one. There we go. Cool. Um, I don't super love that. All right, this area in here needs to be filled in. Let's do. That's good.
Fuel critical.
Oh, I've used that spot. Okay, damn it. I don't like this. Nope, I don't like it. Feel like I feel like I need more beam block. You're like over here. I need some beam block. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 3, 4. Yeah, I like that. What about here? 1, 2, 3. Oh, ook. Those are not connected. Whoops. All right. Put that. Put that. Right here. 1 and 2. All right, and we will. Okay. How can I not? Oop. Come on. There we go. There we go. Oops. Wait. All right, those are purely decorative. I I forgot that. All right. So we do have some beam block in there though. That looks good. Maybe even do these two here. So that kind of follows the design language of having them like not underneath heavy things, except these heavy things. Well, whatever. Kind of, yeah, it's kind of working. All right, now back here, do I want some beam blocks? Kind of. Do I want them all the way to the end? Yeah. All right. Beam block. Cool. I like that. Yep, I like that. And this,
No energy.
there does need to be something up here though. Let's put what I will call cursory aerodynamics over these bad boys. Oh no, this is not gonna look good. Aren't there? Isn't there one of these weird new pieces? Hang on, let's run. Let's go. Yeah, this one. Oh, that's the spot again. All right, well, goodbye. There we go. And there we go. Yes. Oh yeah, that's cool. I like that. Boom. And are we gonna put, do we want to put faux air intakes? Like so? No. But I think this one will be good.
Fuel critical.
Boom. Cool. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm still not. I was kind of thinking I'd have something in front of all this, and I don't. So, hmm. One of my favorites. It's just a cover it up. There we go. Boom. All right. I dig it. Oh, what's up? What's up? Cool. Yeah, let's see. The connector is clear. We do need. It's going to be hard to get into. Um, I think I'm pretty sure none of these, yeah, are available in small grid. Okay. And I know the ladder is, but it's such a cool ladder. It's a shame using it sucks. Oh my god, and it is huge. There we go. Oh, I'd have to completely remove my interior, what you call it. I don't know if I want to do that. Hmm. We'll come back to it. What else do we have? Let's do this, and oh, I was gonna put a slope, but batteries are already sloped, so that will not fit. These kind of don't really fit. Maybe. All right, let's see. We could put them like this. I don't. I don't like that. Even even like that. I don't like that. I was thinking of something like this.
No energy.
I mean, I can make it work. I can make something interesting out of this. Just I like I like the shape. Like I like Greebles or whatever like that, but I don't like it here. All right. What else? Go back to the beams. Um, I feel like this is kind of. I feel like it's too simple, but what? How about this? These might be good. And with oh, oh, I like that. I these this group five that I'm using these weird edges. I don't use them very much. I'm
Critical.
trying to use them more. Trying to experiment with them more, see what they can do. And oh yeah, that's pretty cool. They are relatively new, especially for me. Uh, Most of my time in the game, those do not exist, so I'm not used to them. All right, this area that I'm looking at here, it just seems empty. I've got plenty of batteries. I do need gyros and at least one programmable block. And I have moral issues with not being able to get in. um, yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. All right. Um, let's see. Let's handle the gyro. We can put. Yeah, that's about where I was thinking. Oh, look at this whole row. Oh, that's cool. So I was thinking about here. I'll put it here. Let's put it here, and then I can put like some greeble or something right here. I kind of feel like. Oh, is this all that's available in the small grid? Okay. Okay. See, it worked great. Oh, look at that. See, boom. Although that's too close, I won't be able to dock. But yeah, it's a good looking block. All right, 9. We have this little antenna lights as well. These are pretty cool. But I was thinking like this. Something like that. And in here, maybe let's go for it. Something like that. I don't know. At the I don't know if that's too much. I think it's too much. I think it's too crowded. Ah, you know what? You know
No
what I can
energy.
do instead? Let's do. Can I? Oh, these are not. All right. 2. There is a conveyor. All right. And there we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what about? I can just do something like this. What was? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we can just do something like that. Right? I think that's cool. All right. Yeah. Still need a programmable block.
Fuel critical.
Mm, 6. That. Hey, that's all right. And thinking about getting rid of these inner wings. I don't know about those things. The thing is I think without them, the outer wings, they look too small. But the problem is putting them on the inside here. There's this big thing in front of them. They wouldn't really help a whole lot. So when you look at it, it looks weird. You're like, that doesn't make sense. Let's do. Yeah, I guess I'll just put this one back here. Oop. Right. And then 1, 2. Ouch. All right. Not bad. I think that's the overall design done. So what's left is to put some lights on it where the hell they are. So that one. All right. Let's put these. Here we go. Put them. I wonder, like normally your position lights would go on the wingtips, which would be like the outermost part of the vehicle. And I don't normally like to put them on thrusters on the cells. I've done that a lot in the past, which is why I don't like to do it anymore. 'Cause I used to do it a lot, and I just want to do something different.
No energy.
But I wonder if things like the V-22 Osprey do they have position lights on the outermost part that rotates? I don't know. All right, I think I'm just gonna go here in the middle. And then I think up here we'll do. Well, that's neat. I like these new lights. These floodlights, they're cool. So it's an interesting aesthetic choice though, because they don't fit a lot of designs terribly well. They do look good. They've got the industrial look covered.
Fuel critical.
But if you put them on just about anything else, they look a little strange. Like if these were on a fighter or just a truck or a car, like you can make it, oops, you can build a design that'll look good. Um, but they won't look good on as many designs because they definitely have a unique aesthetic. That is an industrial block. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. No, that doesn't work either. Oh, how about here? It's a little back, but I think that's good. Still gets everything fine. All right, now in here, think this will be better. No, no. It would be better, but I don't like it. Let's do that. All right. Oh. Why is this not with the lights? Should be with the lights. All right, this is going to be the beacon. Boop. Is a very cool little antenna. All right. Here, program. This one. Doop, doop, doop. VTOS. VTPS. Come on now. That one. Oops. Shit. There we are. Custom data. VTOS. Surrounded by brackets. I don't want a middle gear. Don't do anything automatically for me. False, false. False. This is all fine. Fine. Skip frames, we'll do 2. And all set part blocks, normal thruster to default recompile. Alright. False. Alright. Recompile. Apply tags. Run. Oh, whoops. There we go. Alright, fantastic. This is just going to be a program. Oops. Program. Wow. To be determined. That's fine. Doot, doot, doot. Alright, thrusters. You guys. Split you. We'll make you. Do that one. All right, cool. You all reset your name. Okay, great. You guys don't have to. So that's the thrusters, the rotors, the program, and the gyros. So I need the thrusters, the gyros, and the programmable block and the rotors, right? That is the VTOS system. All right. So here we're going to reset and prefix. All right, cool. Now these bad boys, we will go ahead and crank up the brakes a little. I don't need to see them anymore. The thrusters, I do not need to see them. Gyros, I don't need to see them. Metallic plates, no, no, dude. Alright, like Yeah, did I say metallic plates? My goodness. Uh, Reset. There. There. Alright, these two lights. We call them the taxi lights. Alright, they will be here. That's good. Do. Connector is fine. Don't care that it's an inset connector. Where is?
Fuel critical.
It's not there. 9, 7. There we go. Oop. And over here. Cool. Alright, here we go. Batteries. Here. Alright. Place name. Fill them up. There we go. Batteries. Here we go. Interior lights. Lights. Navigation. Doot. Left one. Screen. There it is. I will call it the nav light. We will call it the nav light. There we go. Place name. Reset suffix. Oh my goodness. Reset suffix. There we go. And then this is nav. Right. Alright. This one is just did that backwards, didn't I? Boop. Alright, cool. Nav lights. Yep. Boop. This is beacon. Beacon light. That'll be red. That'll be flashing at do a 2-second interval. And this will be 50%. Go. Can't see it anyway. Cool.
Fuel critical.
Hey, it didn't fall down. Alright. Have a look at the power. Oh, not even touching it. That's great. Yep. Alright, cool. Alright, G. Batteries, recharge, on, off. Let's see, there are no reactors, so we'll do E2L system on and off. That's lights, magnetic plates. We will do magnetic plates, switch lock, connector, switch lock, build light down. Oh, I forgot about that one. Okay. This. Alright, we'll do this one. Run here. And this is going to be portal throttle. Alright, cool. Alright, so that was low gear. Ooh, there's the high gear. Oh yeah, we got lots of dust. I love it. Yep. All right. So the thrusters rocking is a byproduct of using 4. They just tend to do that. And I'm going to take a quick shot, trying to fix it. But I've not ever been terribly successful, so I'll just drop this down. Back down. Velocity trigger. Yeah, just try that. Compile. The best I can do is like if you limit the throttle here, if you make this around say 30, so this could be 10, and this would be 30, for example. So there's our 10. Oh, that 10 actually only applies to the vector thrust. It doesn't apply to the forward thrusters or the lateral thrusters. Okay, and then 6 here's 30. So now they're working correctly, right? That's the only way I know of on a quad VTOL system to keep those to keep one set of thrusters from shaking. And you'll see they're still doing it a little bit. I don't know what causes it or how to fix it. I have an idea where the problem is in the code, but it's all right. And then we turn everything off. Cool. Let's finish up here. This needs to be on pressurized. I think we can do that. This is cargo, which is called the floodlight cargo. Let's do 30 and 5, just to be the thing. Toolbar is fine there. We can turn it off by default. This technically this should be linked to the VTOS system so that it turns off as well. Show here. This one. There we go. And then boop. So if I do everything on, everything off. So that'll turn the beacon off as well. All right, cool. Well, yeah, that's I'm pretty happy with that. It's not painted.
Fuel critical.
But I don't do elaborate paint jobs anyway. So let's see here. 3. Let's do battered was my go-to for a long time. But thinking one, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one. These guys. I think we have a listing problem. All right. That is that. Cool. hit that one. Get in. Thank God. Alright, it, you know what, didn't make that much of a difference. Um, go.
Fuel critical.
3, 1, 2. Oh, actually, did want the batteries painted, didn't I? I did. Cool. Let's darken it a little bit. And then we can, oop, there's all those. That one, that one. There we go. And then what can the other color be? How about a light blue? We'll keep sci-fi. Hmm. I like the color, but I don't like how it looks. Yeah, I don't. Alright, let's turn this bad boy off. And alright, 2.
Fuel critical.
There they are. 3 here. Okay, that was it. Cool. Alright, I think we're gonna go with this. I'm fairly happy with this. This is gonna be a where is there we go. So this is GAV shit, I forgot.
Fuel
Let's see.
critical.
10 nomenclature. Here we go. Because I think I use a different designation for cargo, which would be something with cargo containers versus freight hauling, which is something like this, which has room for physical things. Here it is. Freighter, cargo containers. Utility. Ah, this is utility. That's what this is. Okay. All right, so here we go. This is utility aerial vector thrust. And we will call it I don't know. Mule? That's pretty obvious. How about elephant? Oh, I don't know. Terrible at names. Alright, let's try this. Alright. Alright, we'll call it the scrapper. I asked ChatGPT to suggest some names, and some of them were kind of funny. All right, so there we go there. And with that, so power up. We are off. I love it. I'm pretty happy with this. And I think over here, this direction I was going here, I think this will be cool too. I just stopped and switched to this because a key element of what I was imagining was the flatbed area, the barge configuration of the cockpit, and then the four large thrusters, one at each quarter. And so I didn't necessarily think that other design was going in a bad direction. I just wanted to paint what I wanted to paint. That's how I think of it. I wanted to build what I had in mind. I was trying to be deliberate about what I was doing. Oh, I got rid of my little trailing thing there. That's right, I forgot. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I like this. Let's take a picture.
Fuel critical.
Boop. All right, let's get right here. There we go. And let's blueprint this bad boy. UAV scrapper. Awesome. 10. Oh, that is the only. That doesn't sound right. Oh, yeah. That's the only vector thrust utility vehicle I have. Interesting. So the utility designation changed. That's about the only thing, for the most part, of the nomenclature system that I came up with. It's mostly just been expanded as I needed. The only thing that's actually, and it's almost always remained backward compatible. The only thing that's really ever truly changed meaning has been the utility designator. And that's because when I first, whoops. When I first started using it, I didn't really have a clear idea of what I thought it should mean or what I wanted it to represent. See, that's the problem when you have your thrusters limited real low like that. I believe it also limits them to recovering you from fall, or like if you just hit your dampers on, you're like, oh yeah, stop me. I think. No, those didn't look limited. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Get rid of that. This is neat. Yeah, so I could. Oh, see, there we go, losing altitude. Bam. I just read something today about if you give the block 3 directions of input at once, it doesn't handle it correctly, and what you get is the craft behaves as if it's overloaded power wise, which means like all your thrusters are underpowered, and you tend to lose altitude. That's seemed to be what was going on there, although I can't seem to replicate it. I don't know. I have had that happen to me on multiple occasions now. So I just assumed I was genuinely, I just assumed it was my fault, something I was doing. All right, cool. So under full thrust, yeah, right about an hour. That's pretty great. Didn't I just clear up the 11? Oh, I did. What is that? Is that... Where's my stuff? Hi, Pan Pan. What's up, sweetie? Oh, yeah, it's old sweetie Pan. Alright, here we go. And... Boop. Alright, yeah, this... I am super happy with this. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. How power? How's the power looking? It's looking fine. And I like this. Nice and simple. Not too much crap in there. Good. Alright, so hit down, Z. Just come down nice and gently. And then boop. Not the best way. Anyway. Hell yeah. I'm stoked. Alright, well that's what I was gonna do. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys later.